hot out here, y'all. I gotta give me some gas.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this brief because I was just actually minding my business and doing a vlog and stuff like that. And welcome back again. I am Tamika Hicks, and I'm about to get into this. So I noticed men, boys, girls, women all around the world have jumped on the hate single mama train. Let me break something down. Most of y'all don't even hate single mamas. You hate your mammy. Hold on, make sure my air jumping because it's hot, y'all. It's so hot today. Make sure my air, okay, there you go. Why is there so many people on the hate train? So now it is true that a lot of women, when they rear their children, they rear the girl and teach her how to be independent. Now I do think that is an issue. It happens, yeah, and it goes to a whole nother level to where they don't need a man, they don't want a man, and it goes, you know, sometimes it's about their life experiences. Whereas some girls become codependent. But the thing that a lot of parents don't teach is interdependence. Yes, gather around boys and girls. So learning how to be an interdependent person is something that you learn when you have a two-parent household. Yeah, I get it. So for so many people to say, oh, I hate, and I really had to wait till I got into a space to where I could really talk about this the way I needed to talk about it. Because I think it's really weird to me. And I noticed, I'm not going to name who said they hate single parents. But some people fall in love with the idea of being married or intermingle with another person. But they never learn the skill of interdependence. So again, it's always a constant battle and struggle. So my thing is this: why are you so mad and you say you hate your mammy that raised you and did not prepare you for life? Or you did not listen to that mother when she was trying to teach you stuff. And you know what? One thing I do remember is people always saying, you need to get you a husband, you need to get you a husband. And the thing about that is you have to be in a space of receiving. If you have not fully healed, and that's the problem with a lot of people, they jump into relationships unhealed and want to be with somebody and thinking that person is going to fix that other messed up half of them. But that's never the case. And so they end up being upset, disappointed, and lost, you know. I think they end up worse off than what they started. So I'm going to give an example of friends that I have been around. Now, I do have a background in counseling, and I have a great set of active listening skills along with other gifts. And I don't mind sharing, and I don't mind listening to somebody and helping them walk through their thing. But at the end of the day, I don't need you to be codependent on me, because I need you to be able to hold your own and do what you need to do. So I remember dealing with a friend, and around this time, this person was going through a divorce. Now, mind you, I wasn't around during the time she was married to the dude. I didn't know the guy personally. It was just like, okay, I haven't seen her since maybe high school, middle schoolish. I really didn't see this person in my 20s. So boom, I'm like 30, and she's going through a divorce. I'm not going through a divorce. I did separate from my ex or whatever, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? A divorce is something different because they had 2 kids, whatever the case may be. And at the end of the day, when you're going through a divorce, it's just so many things that happen. Like, it's so many people that have to be attended to. Like, it's a major adjustment. So with her, she was going through the adjustment of being single. And I remember one day she needed to, it was just so crazy. I don't know if it was because it was overwhelming to her. I don't know if she was so codependent on this person to pay her bills, but It was like the 5th of the month. I'll never forget it. And she was like, I can't afford a late fee. I said, well, get your ass up, go get you a money order, and go put it in the box tonight. Tonight is still the 5th, so technically there's no late fee. You know what she said to me? If you need to ask anything, no, if you need to know how to do anything, ask a single mama. And in that moment, I really didn't know how to feel about that. So I paid it. I let her ride. I let her do what she do. This is not the first time that I've been there for people or just provided some type of guidance, coaching, whatever the heck it is, life, whatever, okay? Because I feel like I've been through so many different situations that I do have, you know, something to add to the story. So as time went on, it was like certain things she would say to me, and she would say it sideways, like, well, I got a husband. And I'm thinking to myself, like, girl, no, you don't. You over here, he over there. So the sad part is people spend time saying that they hate single mothers, but at the same time, in your destitute and your time of need, those are the ones that help out and look out because they know what it's like to not have anybody in their corner in difficult times. But they don't mind pouring into somebody that they see that need help, even though they don't really have much to pour. So as time went on, I noticed that she had some severe mental health issues that she really needed to address outside of whatever type of issue she had. You know, I don't know about her childhood trauma. I really never got into that part. I don't know if she had any. But it was crazy because in this area, it's a lot of military guys, and women think they hit the jackpot when they go out here and marry these guys, and then they get out here in real life. This man took you all the way across the country and and treated you like, I can't say that, a bucket of cum. Okay, they have babies with you, they have several women, they cheat on you, they do all this, they do all of the things. Trust me, been there, done it. I already dated a military guy, but one thing I did not do, I did not marry him. Trust me, he asked me, I said, no. I didn't want to be nobody's fool no longer. The lesson was learned, and it was time for me to move on. And that's how I looked at a lot of different things in my life. So with this being said, a lot of people come out of those situations, they be angry, they be bitter because they spent their 20s, their 30s married to somebody that they thought that they would be with forever. And ultimately, you can't get none of those years back. And when a woman gets older, it's different. You know, some guys find you less desirable. Some guys try to treat you some type of way because they feel like, oh, you single, you just need any little handout. And that's never the case with the girl. I can't speak for nobody else. But in those moments, that's why I really don't like, now, I don't care about these men in these little silly podcasts where they looking for attention, things of that nature. 9 times out of 10, they already married, they got their little bag, they doing it for the attention, the clicks and the views, and the emotional abuse that, you know, comes with it, like psychological, and subconsciously they might be dealing with something too. Anywho, but it kind of grinds my gears when sisters do it, because there should be a level of, you know, understanding. So with that being said, this particular person, they was really upset, bitter. At that time, I think they had, you know, separated. He helped her out. And I remember one time, because I was getting child support, and I was, you know, I was living pretty nice. I wasn't balling or nothing, but I lived comfortable. She was like, oh, well, my ex don't give me enough to pay all my bills. Like, it was just, to me, I felt like, girl, you're not my friend. And what I had to realize is, she didn't like me and my singleness because I was happy and content, and I trusted and believed in God and helping me to make sure I continued to be able to live comfortably and raise my children in an okay place. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, because she didn't know nothing about what I went through. And I seen her make all these silly mistakes, dating all these weirdos and stuff like that. But that was her life because, again, she did not get to live her 20s. And she was like 30 and going through a divorce. So I'm like, okay, I understand. It is what it is. But again, I just think it is very dusty, distasteful, and just like call a spade a spade. You hate your single mama because you about to turn into her, and that's who you are. So that's why I don't like when people do stuff like that, because it's like a form of projection, and it's very unhealthy. So again, I did not know initially that she had all these severe mental health issues, but like she started displaying certain things, and then she was telling me about certain experiences that she went through, and I was like, okay. And in my mind, in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, these are manic episodes, but that's her business to get treatment, because at the end of the day, in certain states, when you're an adult, you cannot control when a person decides to get help. Like some people are able to do, what is it, 5150 in other states. Girl, they need a 5150 here. Okay, but generally it's something that you will have to voluntarily do